Videos for Google Ads can be any length. And I saw some ads that were running for 4 hours, okay? But usually it's around 30 seconds. So if it's 4 hours, I want you to understand that it doesn't matter how long is your video, okay? It can be 30 seconds, it can be 4 hours, and it's not going to affect your result. The most important part about video you need to understand are first seconds, where you need to make sure that people are interested and they will, click on this little link or whatever interaction you want to have. Why? Because uh, you're going to pay for this ad only in two instances. So first, if you're going to be, they're going to click on this link, you're gonna pay for it. You're gonna pay for people, click on that link. You're gonna pay for the ad. And second, if they watched 30 or more seconds of your video. So if right now we're going to skip ad and we're on 6 second, it means that they will not pay for showing us this ad. Okay, so that's the most important part that you need to understand. Any questions? No questions. Okay, so again, 30 seconds and or clicks, you're paying for an ad. If either of those didn't happen, you're not paying for this ad. You just, showing it to other person, for example. Now, once this set, we need to go to this button, new campaign, and we need to select our goal. So every goal will show us different types of video. So for example, if you're trying to get sales, we're going to select video in here. You see, we're not going to have any options in here. But with product and brand consideration and brand awareness and reach, if we're going to click in here, we're going to go to video. And we're going to see that there are a few other options. So here is skippable and stream. So skippable and stream is basically this video that we can skip. Bumper. So get to finish it with bumper ads. Bumper ad is just this little ad on below the video. It was popular before, but not anymore. Entire message with up to 15 seconds. Um, usually we are having this type of ads. What I've seen with Apple, for example, they were showing their um, iWatch, I believe, like a few months ago to me, and it was a lot. It was a lot, 15 seconds. You cannot skip it. So this one would be a bit more expensive. Outstream. So this is only for people who are watching through their phones or tablets through iPads. Um, and and this is ad sequence is basically in the middle of every video you can show your ad. So we're going to go with skippable Instagram because this is the most popular one, and I think it's the most efficient one, because if a person didn't get interested after 5 seconds, then probably they're not going to get interested. Any questions? Okay, no questions. Next, continue. So again, we chose brand awareness, we chose video campaign, and we chose 5 seconds skippable video. DMI test. So remember that we always need to put campaign name. I would recommend you to do that by the end of your creating of all these ads. So you can put a lot of information and you can understand without actually opening your ad to what is going on in here. Now we're going to bid strategy. So there are two usually. if you're going to choose something different, for example, I don't know, leads form, your goal is to get more leads, you're going to get one of these other options. But for us, because we chose brand awareness, and that's something that most of people are going with, we're going to have only target cost per 1,000 impressions. So that's the bit strategy that we have for this particular goal for brand awareness and reach, and we cannot change it, unfortunately. But if you're going to go with others, just you know read in here. You can click learn more, and you will see that there are like other options, and they will just explain to you what is going on in here. So that's the first. Now, budget and dates. Um, we can have obviously campaign total or daily. So we're gonna go with daily. Um, YouTube recommends at least $10-15 per day for you to run this type of ads. So if they recommend $10-15, then we're gonna go with $5. It's okay. If people are clicking on it, we can just increase our budget later on, and we can get more people basically. But because we're selecting daily budget, we need to select also end date. So we're gonna click in here, and we're gonna click in here, and let's say 3 weeks. 3 weeks would be um, sufficient amount of time for us to gather all the information to understand how how this ad is running, and also get some people to subscribe, or just to get some emails in order for us to do retargeting in the future. So any questions so far, guys?
No questions.
Okay, networks. So there are a few things in here. So YouTube search results. So if I'm going to put in here digital marketing course, for example. So you see, it works in a way like Google, because a lot of people are using YouTube in a way like Google. Like we're putting our problems in here, and we're trying to find answer on video, which makes sense. And I feel like this is the main reason why Google decided that they need to have ads in here too. So we can put it in here, and you see Udemy, Emeritus, and Columbian University, University of Columbia, American one. They put this on, so YouTube search result. Now YouTube videos, it's obviously what we're going for. That's what we're trying to do. So it's going to be active by default. I'm not sure what exactly, which exactly we need. So you will have to play with this in order for you to understand which exactly, goal they're allowing you to run YouTube search ads. But they also have that saying that we have to have different bidding strategy. Anyways, that's what you might need to play with. And video partners. Video partners is are basically different websites, different video websites that can show our ad as well. We can go with this, we can skip it, but let's just skip it because we want to show only on YouTube videos, only on YouTube. So let's skip it because we're not sure how it's going to work. But if you feel like you have a bit more money, go ahead with this. Maybe it's going to bring you a lot more leads. Why not? Location. Location is obvious, United States or Canada or all countries, whatever you feel like. Whenever you're gonna run your ad, you're gonna understand where you need to show your ad. In Thailand, for example. Now, languages, English, we're gonna leave it as it is right now, so no problem here. Any questions, guys? Okay, no questions. Now, content exclusions. So inventory type. So I would recommend you to go with standard. almost always. They're also limited and expanded. It's basically you need to answer the question if the ad that you're trying to run, um, what type of video it is. So for example, if it's expand inventory, you see we have excessive profanity, we have graphic sexual content and nudity, graphic violence and serious injury. So if we're showing some content like this, we need to obviously put it in here. We're just going to be promoting our digital market course, so we don't have it.
No.
uh, if you have limited, it means that you're basically just showing flowers, something very kid friendly, for example. But again, YouTube might suggest that you did not, and it's always better to go just with standard. It just it doesn't really makes difference for you if you're gonna choose the limiter, for example. So just go with standard. Usually people are not even changing this type of information in here. Questions?
Um,
I actually have a question. Is there a reason why you didn't input anything for bid?
For what?
Bid.
I actually, well, we can't because it's just the only option we have right now.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Never.
so this different bidding options, you can find, for example, if you're going to run a lead form or um, any other type of goal, not brand awareness or in reach, but something different, we're gonna be able to see other types of biddings. But in our case, we don't have any other option.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Okay. So this is it. And now excluded types and labels. Again, usually people are just leaving it as it is, but what do you need to know in here? So first is embedded YouTube videos. YouTube videos, it's are videos that are people took code from YouTube and they put it on their website, on blogging, on the Digital Marketing Institute. For example, we have embedded video in here. Uh, this is embedded video. You see, it's a YouTube player, but this video is on our website. It's embedded. So if you don't want to show this type of videos on this type of websites and this type of videos that are on websites, you can just click in here. Is it good? Maybe, no problem. Live streaming, obvious, like if we right now have on live. So if we would show, do you want to show your ad on live streaming videos? Yes or no? I would recommend going with no because live streaming videos, usually not very profitable. And you can click embedded to YouTube videos. Now, digital content labels to exclude. So, uh, if you want to exclude for content that's suitable for families, for example, usually it's some kids videos like videos that kids like to see. You can just exclude it. For example, basically any content that you don't feel like you need, you can exclude in here. Any questions on this?
yeah, even it's in app right there. Games. What it means? You mean gaming videos or?
Games exclusion is no longer support to exclude use games topics. So that's what they say. Apparently, there is like a topic for games on YouTube, and we just cannot exclude it.
Okay.
Okay, next goes with additional settings. So first of all would be conversions. So conversions, in here, you basically need to choose conversion actions for this campaign, and you click select conversions actions. So in here, I mean, obviously, Aleph have created some conversion actions for them. So what does it mean is that you have some tracking, you have some Google Analytics, for example, or you just made conversions. For example, people who click on the ad, they went to your page, but they didn't go through, or they stopped on this page, or they just, put something to your, um, bin to buy something, all this type of stuff. So you're converting it through Google Analytics, for example, and if you want to track all of those people, you're just gonna have to click in here. For example, this I want to convert, track this. I want to register online. All this type of conversions. So that's what you're gonna have to do. I would recommend you doing this, but again, for simplicity, we're not gonna just go through this. It's Google Analytics basically. You just trying to track where people stopped and on what stage, and so you can send them email, for example, hey, finish buying your product, or thank you for subscribing, this type of stuff. Next goes devices. So you can obviously select all devices, and I would recommend you going with this because most of the people are using either computers or mobile or tablet or TV screens. You can also set specific targeting devices. So for example, if you have like very specific, product that you want to show only on, let's say, smartphones, on cell phones, you can just deselect everything else and only click on mobile phones. Let's say, we don't know, depends on your, and obviously there are other options such as operation system, device models, networks, you know many things. Give me a second. Okay, guys, any questions on this, on conversions and devices?
No questions, Andre.
Per-
Thank you.
perf- Perfecto. Okay, now next we're going to frequency cap. So frequency cap, I would say it's important, just for ethics. I want to say it's important for you to have some frequency cap and cap view frequency. Why? Because a few months ago, I had this ad coming from Uber all the time to me. I've been using Uber for 5 years or something, and they decided to show me their ad, and it was every single video that I was trying to watch. Every single video I was hearing the same ad, the same music, everything. It was annoying. I didn't want to use Uber anymore, and I went to use Didi for some time. Then they stopped, and I started to use Uber again. So this is what it is. Probably Uber didn't have any cap, so they were just indefinitely showing this ad to me, which was seriously annoying. But you can add it in here. So for example, frequency. Let's say two times a day is adequate amount of um, adequate amount of frequency for a person. So if they're gonna see two ads for two ads during the day from us, it's not going to be that annoying. But you can also add view frequency the same way, and you can obviously select here per week or per month. So per day is the best, 1, 2, 3 ads. If you're gonna go with more, it can just annoy people, but I would recommend you just go with 2 or 3, no more. It doesn't make sense for you to go more with. And the same camp view. Limit how many times that ads in this campaign can get view or interaction for the same user. For so for example, if we select this, a person will see our ad for two times a day, and that's it. And they can see it in the middle of video or in the beginning, in the end, whatever. Any questions on this? Or any questions, why is it important to have it? Okay. Ad schedule. Ad schedule is, I don't think I need to explain to you. Ad schedule. You don't want to run your ads, during the night. If you're having some services that are, for example, on the screen, on the ad, you can write something down like, I'll call our phone number to, get more information or whatever. And you obviously don't want to show this type of ad during the night because there will be no call center operators in there for you to help with that ad. So um, from 8 in the morning to 9 in the evening, or whenever you feel like your ad will perform the best, show this ad, or you can just continue with showing it the whole day. For applications, for example, I don't think it really matter when you show in your ad. You can show it the whole day. If a person will download it during the night, it's fine. If it downloads during during the day, it's fine. So ad schedule. So any questions on this, on campaign information? Okay, no questions. Now we're going to go to our ad groups. So ad groups is the second stage. So remember the structure. Here we are budgeting. We're trying to understand how we want to do it. And next thing, the ad groups, it will be for us to check for to who we're going to show our ad. So again, we're going to put in here DMI test video ad. Now, what we're gonna see in here, we're gonna see demographics and audiences. So first we're gonna go to demographics. In here we're gonna show, we're gonna check to who we're gonna show our ad. So um, we are trying to promote our services, certification services. So really in our case, we don't have to select anything because anyone can do it. Maybe not people who are over 65. So this type of people we can show our ad, and it's not gonna be a problem for us because basically anyone from this age can become a digital marketer, or I don't know, IT specialist, whatever. It's never late for you to study. So but for example, I know there was a client who was only targeting people, female people, because they were selling some kind of furniture, and they selected just female like this. So it all depends on your product. Remember that not always you need to have everything selected. Not always. Sometimes you might just select female. Sometimes you might select male. For example, for hunting purposes, for hunting ammunition, you can select just male, because that's the main audience. Now we're gonna go to audiences. So in here you can see like there are pre-made audiences from YouTube. um, I know business technology people, hosted data, cloud storage, whatever you feel like, CRM solutions. I would recommend you just to go to browse, and in browse you can see a lot of other options. The same way as we were checking that on Tuesday with search ads, works the same way. It's basically the same menu. Okay. um, we can check how can they interact with our business, which is one of the most important. I want to say what they're actually researching for example, they're searching for uh, consumer electronics or business services or baby children's products. So depending on type of ad that you're trying to show, you can select one of these: affinity, uh, combine audiences, your custom audience. So if you have audience that you created before, you can just check in there. So this is what we are gonna do. So in here, let's just for our purposes, we're just going to select technology, and obviously you can select more in here. It's pretty big. So for example, if you're trying to sell some music services, audio files, audio fields, so that's what we're gonna do. And you see amount of impressions is going down. So this is what we are trying to do. Do not go with too many impressions. 1 billion impressions is a lot. Maybe a few hundred million is fine. But when you're on this stage, try to put as much time as possible just to select, just to target very certain people depending on your business. If you have some very general business, you can obviously have a lot of impressions. But if you have some very um, certain, such as ours for digital marketing, try to go and select very certain people. Any questions on this? Okay, dokie. Next, content. where you want your ads to show. Narrow your reach with keywords, topics, and placements. So keywords, pretty, mm, I don't know, let's put digital marketing, for example. And you're just gonna put online marketing like this. So you're just gonna keep putting, keywords that you feel like you want to show to. Again, if you want to check for keywords, go to tools, go to keyword planner, like exactly the same way as for search ads. Just go in here, wait until it loads. Oh my God. And in here, discover new keywords. Put something like digital marketing, get result, and voila, you have your keywords. You can even, take all of them and just put to your ad. So just, for your keywords. So you can put it in here, for example, digital marketing. Let's the same. You can put in here. You can just click plus, 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 plus. It just in here, it's not gonna show you, like all the information. Like for example, agency digital marketing, what it is. It says only relevance, but in here in keywords, that's why I'm recommending you to go to Keyword Planner, because in here you can actually see how much they're paying for. Again, digital marketing agency, they're paying from $8 to $20. So we want to check, how good are those keywords. We don't want to put like random keywords from here. That's why I would recommend you to just go to keywords ideas, and in here check, what type of keywords you want to put, because you're just going to get a lot more information from here than from there. Okay, any questions?
No questions.
No question.
Okay. Okay, and you see we in here we lower down our impressions. Now it's 110 million. Good, nice, awesome. Now topics. Oof, topics. Again, we're selecting here what type of topics we want to show our ad to. So in our case, we're gonna have to go to education. I don't see it in here. Maybe we can just education. So, okay. So as you see, there are like software, educational software, for example. Distance, computer education, maybe. Special education. No, not special. It's not that. Jobs, education, jobs. Maybe educational resource. So basically just put in here digital marketing, advertising, marketing, brand management, all of this type of stuff, email marketing, direct mail marketing, yes. Strategic planning, C. Customer relationship, why not? Affiliate program, search engine optimization, web stats analytics. So you just sales and marketing jobs too. Um, oh my, it's 30,000, 550,000 impressions. Good. So you wanna just select topics that you feel like don't go too specific. I think in this case I went a bit too much, specify too much. But in your case, when you're going to run your ad, don't go too specific. Don't go to this little amount. Again, depends on your product. But if you're selling like some general product, for example, smartphone, iPhone, I don't know, who knows? Maybe you will be working with Apple. Um, you don't want to select just 500,000 people, because you need to show to this type of ads, this type of general product to more people. But if you're trying to show, for example, ad for email company, email service, you obviously would like to go up to a bit narrow, to a bit less, to a bit less people, just to make sure that you can, sell your product, because you want to show to very specific people, for example, email marketers, whatever. Any questions on this, guys? On topics?
No.
Bueno. Okay, placements. Placements is the most fun part. So we have our course, right? We're selling our course. What we want to do, we want to show it to on channels for people that are looking for specific information. Even better, you can what is vinyl? I don't know. Even better, if you have a video, for example, what is digital marketing? Okay, let's put it in here. What is digital marketing? So we have this video, simply learn. And they're showing us what is digital marketing. We can just take their link in here. We pasting it in here. Hmm, that's weird. Let's try this. Or maybe they just don't allow their ads to be on this. Team, if nobody, so just to make sure, Paul just messaged it to allow all of you to make sure that you have your full name on your on Zoom call. Okay. So this video they just might not allow their to show any ads. This is what might happen. Let's see this guy. Yeah, this guy. So we're gonna paste it in here. I don't understand what is going on, to be honest. YouTube
Hey,
videos.
Andre,
Yes,
you can target YouTube channels, not YouTube videos. So you type,
it says it can. That's why I'm like,
yeah. So
yeah.
I think it will be
Maybe it's something not working with my specific search. But anyways, guys, we can we can target a specific channel. For example, if we're gonna put Neil Patel, we can select his channel, and we can select any basically channel that you want. Okay, so you selecting all these channels, and for example, channels that educational, that you feel like drawing attention of people who are trying to understand what is digital marketing, such as Adam M. Earhart. And if you feel like you need to put it in here, just do it. And this way you will be able to target his subscribers, people um, who are watching videos, his videos basically. This way you will make sure that you're gonna show your video to a correct audience, so people trying to understand what is digital marketing. And here we are showing ad for our course, and they can just apply for the course and understand it a lot more better and a lot more quicker than through his video, for example, because it's going to be more structured information. So that's what you're gonna do. So you can select YouTube channels, you can select YouTube videos. Oh, you see, now we can maybe I probably just had to put here um, name of the YouTube channel, and this way we would be able to select a specific video. So for example, LinkedIn marketing strategy, we selected it here. We're gonna show our ad only, on, not only, but also on this specific video. So that's how it works. Video lineups, websites, apps, app categories, all this type of stuff. Any questions on placements?
No, not
Okay,
right now, Andre. Thank you though.
thank you so much. Okay, Zuni, I will mute you because okay. Okay,
Oh,
so
actually, yeah. What will you say is like the most important? Like if you had to like choose one placement, which one will you say is the best?
I mean, all of them are good. It depends on your product, really. In our case, it would be good because we want to target to people who are, I mean, not even even in our case, we want to show to many people. In this
Yeah.
case, in placements, we're gonna show to very specific people. So, for example, you see, because I selected it, there are just very few impressions. Because first we are selecting people who are this, and now we're selecting people who are only watching this. Okay, so if you're having like very general product to sell or to promote, you don't want to go with this very specifically, because it's just very specific, or you just need to select a lot of channels. Okay, like a lot of channels. But that's basically your job.
Oh,
I mean, I selected just two channels, but there are so many channels for digital marketing, so you're gonna have to select a lot of them. In
and
this way, yeah, and this way you're gonna be able to show your ad to specific category of people who are trying to learn what is digital marketing, but also a lot of people. Okay, you don't want to select just I don't know, 10,000 people.
yeah,
You-
and like I am assuming that like depending like on the channel, it'll vary, but like the price, like for example, like the Neil Patel, like the ad's gonna cost him more to display like on his channel. Is that correct?
well, it depends on bidding. It depends on what you put in here. Yeah, obviously it's gonna you know rise up the price a bit, maybe, but maybe not. It depends on your, how you selected everything and how you're doing with your ad. Because if you're going to place low bidding, you're just gonna go, lower with your bidding.
Okay.
Now we're going to cost per thousand impressions bid. So again, read in here. Bid is the average amount you're willing to pay for every thousand times your ad is showing. So we want to go with a lower amount for start, because we are just testing. We're trying to understand what is going on with our ad, if it's a good ad, and how much we want to pay for this in the future. So right now we're going to go with one. Let's see if it allows us. So it allowed us. So we can go with just one. So for example, let's see 50%. So top bid adjustment. For example, if we have a few people who are trying to bid for $1, if we're going to be selecting 50% in here, we will raise the price to 150. In the case, when we want to, when Google will decide that it's better for us to show this ad right now, it's just going to adjust, our bid, and we can just, pay 150. I think we can even put 200. You see, 500 percent. So it depends on your budget again. But again, I would recommend, everyone would recommend you to go with as little as possible for the beginning. But once you see that your campaign performs well, for example, or you adjusting something, you're trying to see how it's going to work. Basically, whenever you are almost satisfied with how it performs, you can make bids and make the budget a bit higher. Okay. Any questions on this?
No questions.
Okay. Now, the last part of creation your video will be actually selecting video. So how you gonna do that? You're gonna go to your channel. So in our case, we're going to select. You basically just need to upload your video on your channel. Vadani, you were asking in the beginning. So you just need to upload, video. You can make it personal, for example, just for people to show on them. So here's Learn and Live. Let's go with this one.
Okay.
So you just need to upload a video on your channel, like regular video. You select it in here, and you paste it in here.
Okay.
Here we go. We have our video ad basically. Okay, this is basically what you need to understand how to create this ad. This is the most important. But again, remember that you're not just putting like random video. You need to make sure that your video is actually good video and actually was created for ads. Okay, you cannot just take whatever video you have on your channel and just paste it in there, because it's gonna make raise some questions, like why are you doing this and what are you trying to achieve. If you want to subscribe, you obviously would put some graphics in there, like subscribe to my channel. You would make like several video episodes of your of few of your videos, for example, where you cook in there. You can just put several videos, like nice photos of your videos, I want to say, and then you promote in your channel, like subscribe to my channel, something like that. Okay, so in our case, it's going to be the digital marketing learning leave. So this is an ad video that we want to show. Now in here we have options. Video ad format is going to be skippable in stream, because that's what we selected in the very beginning of our ad. But again, there are several others. In here, we're going to put our website. So we're going to put website. This display URL, we can put the same, basically. Call to action. What call to action we will put? I don't know. You can put register now, for example, or no, it's too much. I don't know. Go to website, for example. I mean, in your case, you would put whatever you feel like is the best, and that's it. Just put it's call to action button. That's what people are gonna see on the mobile or phone. Remember, we were watching that video, and here it is. Here's this button. Learn more, for example. It's perfect. Headline, digital marketing. Too much. DMI, for example, we can put in here DMI. Tracking options, we're not gonna go through this right now. Now, companion banner, computers only, auto generate using your banner or upload the image. So if you have an image for that banner, so for in here, you would put it, you would just upload it. In our case, we don't have it, so we're just gonna auto generate using your channel banner. So in here, we're gonna see you see, this is our logo. So that's where it's going to show. If you have some other banner that you want to show, for example, you have just a YouTube channel for doesn't matter for what, and you want to make some video promoting something different, you can put in there like a product photo, something very little, but something that's going to show. And you can also, after you finished everything, you can preview your ad. You're just going to go in here, you click on the button, and we're going to see how our ad is going to look like. Okay, so that's how our ad is going to look like if if we would run it, if we would create it actual ad on every other YouTube channel that we're trying to show our ad on. That's how it's going to look like. We can skip, we can do whatever. Any questions, guys?
No.
No. Luis, preguntas?
No, gracias.
De nada. Sorry. Okay, and last thing that we need to do, we're going to create campaign, obviously. I'm not gonna run it, I'm going to deselect it. So here we go, we have our campaign, and we're just gonna go back to Google Ads, and we're going to stop this campaign right now. So that's how you run in your campaign, guys. Any questions?